also when a lot of friends and colleagues have been asking me what I was going to do, and I kept telling them, you will know when the time comes. So few days to that time, I just decided that we should have prayer session, just that, and few people got to know about it, and on that very day I was quite very happy, turning 60. It before then it was something I considered pretty old, and approaching it, I now saw that there wasn't much to it, and I felt really happy, and people telling me, congratulating me, saying all sorts of things further elated me, and to say uh, the short thing, I think I'm quite happy about it.
What has changed about Senator GOS at 60? Any major changes?
There's this musician who said that his head, what he has in his head some few years back, still is what he has in his head now. So I want to say that apart from age, which I consider a number, I'm still my normal self. I don't see anything changing. I still have people around me. I still think the way normal people should think, and I don't see much changes. I'm still GANIU.
And what are the lessons you learned in life at 60?
Oh, quite a lot, quite a lot. When you think you've learned everything in this world, if you have not taken part in politics, you've not learned a lot. You've not learned anything until you take part in politics. You will meet people of different character, people of different background, and you are expected to relate with them as a normal human being. And all these I've learned. I've met quite a lot of people, and I understand them for what everyone is. I can relate with everyone because as I know you, what you want, and I relate with you accordingly. But that does not mean not telling you what I think should be the right thing. But if you are an habitual, if you have an habit, and it's very difficult for one to convince, I play along with you in that way. And 60 years, I can bet you I've learned quite a lot.
Okay.
And out of the 60 years, I know how much has gone into politics in that. So if you...
Like how many years in politics total?
Well, when I say my entrance into politics, I always considered the time I decided to run,
Okay.
not the time when I was just going for meetings.
Okay.
So I decided to run in 1995, and by year 2020, that should be 25 years or so. And that is quite when I went for the House of Assembly, and I met quite a lot of people, and till present day I still continue to meet them, and everybody exhibits is a kind of a behavior, but you have to know it for them. Oh, this is somebody who acts this particular way, so you just put him or her in that position,
Okay.
and you move on.
Let me take you back a bit, sir. Where was growing up? Yes, where were you born? Schools attended?
Well, I was born in Mushin. I attended St. Paul Anglican School in Mushin there, Idioro, and Okeona Grammar School for my secondary school.
Okay, that's
Abeokuta. Then I came back to Lagos State College of Science and Technology. That's what we call it then.
Okay.
It's now Lagos State Poly.
okay.
For my A levels, and from there I proceeded to University of Lagos and
You studied
political science, and I think that is about all.
Okay. Two questions come out of that. One, why did you go to Abeokuta and not Lagos?
Yes.
Then the second one is why your choice of political science?
Yes, when I finished I was actually in primary 5.
Okay.
And we were trying to prepare us for the primary 6 exams, and they got my forms. They got any forms they introduced, and I collected all. I passed all, and I did not collect the primary 6 school leaving forms because I felt, okay, I've passed and so on. And apart from that, I think in our area then, in Mushin, it was quite common to send people to the West.
Okay.
They call it the West, and boarding school. So my dad felt, okay, you should go to boarding school, and they discovered which schools have I collected forms. So they came to grammar school and some other schools, and they said I should just go to Kano. I was elated. I was very happy. I mean, that would be my first time of living in the vicinity of my parents, and I felt good. It was quite an experience too. I mean, going to school, and my choice of political science, it just came as a kind of coincidence. When we were also filling JAM form, I felt I needed to go to Lagos State, University of Lagos. So in filling my form, they said first choice University of Lagos, second choice University of Lagos, third choice University of Lagos. And I said, okay, what choice of study? I had no premonition about what I wanted to do. I wanted just to go to university, that's all. And they said, okay, put political science, put political science, second choice political science, third choice political science. So I was in a kind of straitjacket situation. And fortunately, when our results came out, I did brilliantly well. And I think I had maybe 10 or 11 points. And I required like 4 to do political science. Mr. Oloro, who was then the rector of Lagos Poly, said, no, you can't do political science with this. We have to go back to the school. So he had some friends in University of Lagos, and he took me there. He said, no, this boy can't do this. This is the course we want him to do. This is what he should do. This is what he should do. I said, no, you can't. So does that mean those that have lower points should come to political science? No, we are not going to release him. He's going to do political science. So that is how I ended up doing political science. It was just a mere coincidence that I did political science, and I came out to be political science. My coming out to do politics is my father.
Okay.
That is his influence, because I knew him to be a politician, and we were really close, and I learned quite a lot about politics. On his death, I felt, no, he did all his best for politics, and what happened after that, I was not going to go into any politics. But gradually, I yielded to pressure. People coming, saying, join politics, be active. It's not mere joining, coming to meeting and going, but you should be seen to be active. So after that, I just decided that, look, I've got to go for it. And since then.
But when you finished, when you graduated, what did you do next?
Well, when I graduated, my father was into property,
Okay.
and I went straight with him, and I was working with him, and he also set me up. I remembered that I got my own kind of business before his death, and that he made sure. So it was not too difficult for me venturing into property business when he died. And what I did not do before his death was that active part in politics. He will not say, this is what you should do, or this is what you shouldn't do. If he noticed that you have a path that you wanted to follow, he will encourage you, and with everything he had, and he will leave you to take up your own decision for yourself. And I believe that is what he did on my part.
Okay. Well, how did you see the politics of his own time and now? Are there major differences or sharp differences?
Well, I believe there are there are some parts that are almost similar, but by and large, I think there are a lot of differences. A lot of differences. At that time, you didn't have to have money before you become anything. If you show your interest, in any political position, and it was felt that you might do well, and the party picked you, the secondary thing then is whether you had money. It wasn't the first thing. Then people around you will gather money and so on and so forth, and there you go. But it's quite different now. I know that when I wanted to contest, as far back as that time, the first person I met was asking me, how much did you have? And I was wondering, how much did I have? How? And, yes, because this thing costs money. So well, I said, you should not bother about that. I can take care of myself. And that is how we did. But we still have some degree of toggery. It was there at that time, but it seems to be the veracity now seems to be on a higher scale. It seems you have to explain everything by how much thugs you have, which to me is a far cry from what it used to be. The other time, when there was toggery, there was a reason for it. There was a reason for it. Everybody wanted a particular thing to happen. So it was a wild thing. And but now, just by the drop of a hat, you have people fighting, just anything, and it seems to be how do I put it? It seems to now determines. Some people think your strength. That okay, if you can bring in more people, no, that shouldn't be. But that is how Nigeria is now. But I also want to believe that perhaps it's because of the number of the people living and the number, no, not the number, the degree of civilization, because it brings in more civilization, brings in quite higher level of thuggery and so on and so forth.